currently December 31st, 9:32 at night. Tomorrow is January 1st of 2025. And these past 3 months, I've went all in on all of my habits. I've went all in on changing my mindset, changing my paradigm, changing everything, progressively overloading my character, trying my best to wake up every day, to show up every single day, to try to pursue greatness, to try to pursue excellence, to try to pursue this dream, these goals that I have in mind. You see, anyone can change, but not many people are willing to change. Why? Because we live in a world where change is already done for you. Like, things are already done for you, and you don't really need to do much. You stay inside of your little bubble, your little comfort zone, your little box. You don't really need to go outside of it. If you try to go outside of it, you'll feel resistance, you'll feel emotions, and all of a sudden, you snap back to your old self. How many times are you going to continue this cycle of just being your old self, falling victim to your old habits? This whole year, I showed up every single day to just track my habits, to try to progressively overload my character, and it's really been happening the past 3 months or so, where I felt significant change in my mindset. I would look at myself in the mirror and just see a completely different person. I would think differently about certain situations. I would do habits that I wasn't normally doing before that were all of a sudden easier to do because I've been showing up every single day to ingrain them into my character. On the wall behind me, I have my habit trackers from, I started in August of 2023 was my first ever habit tracker. And ever since then, I've been tracking my habits every single month, day by day, showing up just to do these habits, just focusing on showing up and doing what I set out to do. And I sucked. I completely sucked for a year straight, and I really wasn't doing good. And I was doing good. I can't really say that because I can't undermine the fact that I showed up, for all these days, and like some days that I did good, some days I didn't do good and stuff like that. But I'm not gonna undermine the things that I went through. But I knew I could have done so much better. And so this year, like a couple months ago, I feel like I hit a dead end with my own personal development. I hit a dead end with my YouTube channel, with my physique, with my goals. I just felt like I hit a wall. I hit a plateau. And then when I hit that plateau, I was just like, really, I fell into this feeling of being lost, these feelings of not knowing where to go, not knowing which direction to go in. During that time period, I was trying to talk to God as much as I can, trying to pray as much as I can, spending time alone as much as I can. And it finally clicked. I finally decided to really just pursue and go outside of my comfort zone, like truly go outside of my comfort zone, not some wishy-washy, I'm going to do this for a couple days, couple weeks, and then boom, it's done. No, every single day, I must become obsessed with just implementing these habits that I have set out for myself. But why are habits so important? Why in the personal development space, why in any sort of space are habits so important? I'm going to read you a quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson. He said, "Sow a thought and you reap an action. Sow an act and you reap a habit. Sow a habit and you reap a character. Sow a character and you reap a destiny." Your habits are simply a culmination of who you are. Why is that the case? Who you are is dependent on the thoughts that you have. You are the thoughts that you are what you think about all the time. All the thoughts that you've ever had in your entire life have created the identity that you have currently right now that you're watching this video. It all starts with a thought in mind. It all starts with a vision, a goal. And that leads you to taking action. And that action leads you to repeating that action consistently into building a habit. And that habit, your habits that you consistently do over time, compound into you getting results. And that's why your habits turn into you, make up your character. And your character, of course, turns out to build a destiny for yourself. So who you are, you will become. Who you think you are, you will become. And the whole idea why I just bring this up is because the last 3 months, I've really, like I said, I've been doing 75 hard, If you don't know yet, I've been doing 75 hard, and I experienced today's day 43 of 75 hard. I failed twice already. I went to my first attempt, I went to day 24. My second attempt, I went to day 10. And my third attempt, right now, I'm up to day 43. And in these last over 2 months of doing that challenge, it's been the name has it's definitely it's called 75 hard for a reason. And I've grown to learn that, but I've also learned that I really wasn't in these past months of tracking my habits. I realized I really wasn't expressing my full potential. I really wasn't putting forth the effort that I knew I could do. I really wasn't pushing as much as I thought I could. And I'm on here to tell you that you can change your character way more than you think you can. You can progressively overload your character and do so in a way that it actually causes change. But guess what? A lot of you do not want to change. A lot of you say you want to change, but once you decide to change and you have a thought, you have a vision, you have goals in mind, guess what? That goal has a price tag. And some people, they might want a goal, but they're not willing to pay the price for that goal. And that's why they don't change. Change comes with a price. And that is why most people are mediocre. That's why most people are average, because they're not willing to pay the price. They hoard up all their energy, they hoard up all of their money, and they don't really spend it on anything. They spend it on cheap things, cheap dopamine, cheap wins that make you think you're winning. But I was so sick of this. And 2 years ago, a little bit over 2 years ago, after I graduated high school, there was something inside of me that I just felt like there had to be more to life than just college and just working 9 to 5 and just that's it. Waiting for the holidays, waiting for the weekend. There had to have been more. There had to have been. And something inside of me just felt like I will do anything but that path. I want to figure this out. I really want to just see what I'm capable of. I want to chase a worthwhile goal. I want to live an adventurous life. I want to wake up knowing exactly what to do. I want to wake up and know what goals I want to get after. I want to wake up and just go after something that I know is meaningful to me. I want to live that type of lifestyle. I want to, it's not like anything like flashy or crazy, but I genuinely want to just feel achievement. I want to achieve things. I want to conquer. I want to just go out and do things differently. Like I hate being mediocre. I hate being average. And when I set out on this challenge these past couple months, I truly did realize what separated me from changing. Like what truly was holding me back from changing. It was my current program. It was my current mindset that I had. It was the current identity that I had, the story I kept telling myself over and over and over again. And what I had to do was dive deep into my psyche, not even just that, but go on a serious journey of personal development, waking up every day, being obsessed with just marking off these habits every single day. Marking off of these habits. I've never had a all green habit tracker in my whole entire journey. And this challenge, 75 Hard, has brought me to really get all green and really just see what I'm capable of doing. And that's why habits are so important. You can change your character more than you think you can. But all it takes, it's as simple as just showing up every single day to that thing. Like I said before, when I first started tracking my habits, when I first started implementing these things, I sucked. I felt like I was losing. And my whole mindset in the beginning was, you know what, I don't even care what if I get red or green. I'm just going to see where I'm at. I'm just going to see how good I do. And I set 4 habits. All I did was set 4 habits. And I sucked. Like I said, my first habit tracker is all the way up there. And you can see it has just a bunch of red on it. But the whole idea is that change comes with just showing up and just building that good foundation of habits. And now I feel like what 75 Hard allowed me to do was kind of build that foundation, learn how to structure habits and learn how to change my paradigm whenever I want so that I can change the results in my life, so that I can chase that worthwhile goal that I'm chasing. And with 2025 coming up, I feel really good about it. Like looking back at 2024, I feel like it's prepared me. It's prepared me to really use what I've learned this past year of kind of just not necessarily half-assing it, but not truly expressing what I'm capable of and actually doing that in 2025 every single day, progressively overloading my character. The idea about progressive overload, if you ever worked out and as you heard this idea about progressive overload, let's say, for example, you go to the gym, you want to do bench press, you're doing 135 pounds for 12 reps. The next week, you would either add 5 pounds and do like 10 reps, or you would do like 15 reps the next week. And that's progressively overloading those small changes into your life that change your habits and that change your character, that changes your destiny. And that's what I'm truly dedicated towards is helping people who are ambitious like you and me, people who truly want to see what they're capable of doing and truly see what it is that it really means to live on earth, right? To have a purpose in life, to pursue potential, to pursue greatness, to pursue excellence. And some of you guys like probably have not gone all in yet. You've probably just haven't made a decision to fully just dive into the deep end and just get drowned a little bit. You know what I mean? Like actually just kind of get hurt and stumble and feel like you just don't know what you're doing and feeling like you're losing over and over and over again, because during this challenge, like during these habit trackers, I felt like a lot of the days I felt like I was not good enough. I felt like, like every single time I marked red, every single time I was losing, my mindset was in the first initial thoughts that I would have is, oh my gosh, like how can I fix this? How can I just get better? And over time, the shame of marking red would motivate me to want to make that change. And all of a sudden, I'm getting more green on that habit. And that's what allowed me to progressively overload my characters, is setting up this system of habit trackers. And you could do this in any way, shape, or form. You could do this with a journal. Just simply write down the things that you want to do for that day the night before. The night before, you write down, okay, I'm going to go to the gym. Okay, I'm going to eat healthy. Okay, I'm going to track my macros. Okay, I'm going to go for a walk. Okay, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. And then you do it. That is the idea. Becoming a man of your word. Because every single man out there, for me personally, like when I look back at me as an 18-year-old, me as a 17, 18-year-old, like, yeah, I was in high school, yeah, I was having fun, but I was not a man of my word. I was lazy. I would have these ambitious thoughts or whatever, but I wouldn't really follow through with them. And that made me sick to my stomach. And constantly doing that over and over and over again of, wanting and wishing to do more and wanting to dream and become better, but not following through with it, that just made me sick to my stomach. And there was a point where I just hit rock bottom and I was just like, fuck this. Like I just want to go all in. I don't even want to think about, who I was before, and completely change my character. Some people says it takes like 21 days to change a habit. Some people say it takes like 2 months, whatever the number is. Usually it's around like probably like 70. It's between probably like 60 to 70 days. It probably takes to like actually implement and ingrain the habit. Like for me personally, the 75 hard habits that I've been doing, I don't even think about like not doing them. Like it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do this now. And there's no other thoughts in my mind of, oh, like how do I feel about this? And I don't know if you can hear the fireworks outside of my house right now. This sounds crazy. I don't know if you can see that. That's how you know we're locked in, when on New Year's Eve we're out here making a video and out here grinding, out here talking about habit trackers while there's fireworks going on. But regardless of that, let's not get distracted and really focus on what's going to happen in 2025. Because not only am I going to do 75 hard, but I'm actually taking on another challenge. In this video, part of this video is for me to take a pledge of implementing and taking on this other challenge called Gymshark 66. Gymshark is doing this challenge called Gymshark 66 where you implement a couple habits and you just show up every single day. And I like Gymshark. I've always liked Gymshark. It's always been that brand where I would usually, like if I were to pick any like gym clothes, it'd probably be from there. But regardless of that, I'm gonna take on this challenge to show you guys that you can still stack and stack and stack and stack on challenges for yourself to constantly change your character. The Gymshark 66 challenge, it's you implement 3 habits, and they section it into movement, nutrition, and mind. And for me personally, my habits are going to be less caffeine. It's going to be to keep my calories, nothing less than 3,200 calories a day for 66 days. And the other one was daily meditation. And these simple habits, right? What is the purpose? What is the purpose of me implementing these habits? Because I don't just sit down and think, I'm just going to do X, Y, Z. No, but like, why am I doing X, Y, Z? Why do I want to implement these habits? Because I've had people in the past ask me like, okay, what habits do you do? And that's not necessarily a bad question, but it's the wrong way to ask it. It's, hey, what habits should I implement in order to achieve my goals? So the question isn't, what habits should I implement? The question is, what are my goals? What do I want in life? And in 2025, we as men must fucking get after it. We must conquer. We must like fully dive in, fully jump off the deep end into really seeing what we're capable of doing, really pursuing a purpose in life, really pursuing impact in this world. Because every single one of you watching, right? A lot of you have a lot of potential, but you just don't know how to express that in the right way. You have the capabilities of doing a lot more. Why? Because you're a child of God. Why? Because you have been created by the Creator. God loves us all, and He's given us the opportunity to live this world, live on this rock, and truly make an impact and love other people and love Him and truly know what it means to live life. So the question isn't, how do you want to die? It's how do you want to live your life? And you need to seriously ask yourself this question. None of it matters. None of your habits matter unless you know exactly what you want. And keep it so simple. You don't need to implement, because right now you might look at this and like look at all these habits. The only reason I'm able to do all these habits is because I showed up for over a year straight trying to implement every single habit. So what I particularly do is I have a goal in mind. I have a couple of goals for 2025 that I want to achieve. Some of that includes, leveling up my physical appearance, leveling up my physique. I'm running a program. I'm eating whole foods. I've been eating whole foods for months and months and months on end right now. Not even going to cheat my diet one single bit. And I plan on keeping up this momentum. So my other goals is to make an impact in whatever field that I feel that I'm competent in. Give value and give to you guys whatever I learn and whatever I feel like I can help you with, right? That's why I had this YouTube channel. The reason I started this channel was just so this is purposeful to me. Like this type of work, making YouTube videos, it's not just about me. It's the fact that I can help someone, and I really truly do hope that you find value from these types of videos. Just going raw, like off the rip, you know what I mean? And that's like one thing that I really want to be, is a teacher, being a person who can convey a message to a point where you can take action, where you speak something to you that makes you understand and makes you actually change in your life. And this is a skill. This isn't a thing I learned overnight, but it's the constant reps of showing up every single video and constantly practicing the skill, just like going to the gym. Guess what? When I first started the gym 3.5 years ago, I was a skinny twig, but something inside of me felt like, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about my appearance, my physique. I just want to show up and just move. I just want to work out. I just want to change my body. And showing up brick by brick every single day has led me to build the physique that I have currently. And so I'll be taking on these challenges of continuing to study hard and taking on Gymshark 66. So if you guys really want to see my day by day, my 24/7, I kind of document everything on my Instagram. If you want to go follow me on there. If you have any questions on anything, if you have any questions on building habits, if you have any questions on how to truly change your character, DM me on Instagram and I will 100% answer you back. And not only just that, I have a community called The Guild, which is going to be dedicated towards you progressively overloading your character. This community will be about how can we, as a community, take you and express your full potential through means of personal development, through means of habits, changing your physique, changing your nutrition, changing your whole entire mindset, to change your character so that you can go out and live a meaningful and purposeful life. It's not easy, and I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is so easy. It's not. And not a lot of you are going to be able to do this. Not a lot of you are going to be able to show up every single day and track your habits. And that's why there's such a big divide between the people who make it and the people who don't. And I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't know if I'm going to make it. No, I know I'm going to fucking make it. And there's nothing in my mind that thinks otherwise at all. And this is a mindset that you can cultivate yourself. You can say the same as well. You can literally say to yourself, there's nothing that's going to stop me from achieving this dream. There's nothing that's going to stop me from achieving this goal that I want because I want it so badly. And you must take on this mindset that nothing will stop you. Take on this indomitable human spirit. Where the indomitable human spirit, the human will, God has created you, right? God has given you life. Isn't that not enough motivation for you to go out and literally change your reality, to make an impact, to change who you are, change your life for the better, see what you're capable of doing? This is why it's like nowadays, a society and the path that was originally laid out for most people nowadays after high school, I just found that so disgusting in my opinion. Like that, I'm not saying college is bad, but it's just not for me. I feel like there's more to life than that. Like I understand, like a lot of people out there, like they go to school and stuff like that, which is a good thing if you're going into a career that you actually need a degree. That makes a lot of sense, but don't just do it just to do it, right? Do things because in your heart, you know it will lead you towards a fulfilling and meaningful life. We must stop chasing this hedonistic ideas of chasing pleasure, looking forward to the weekend, looking forward to these distractions in our life. Stop drifting and actually play the game of life. Log in every single fucking day and get after it. Level up your character, level up your physique, level up everything that you can possible. It doesn't take much to really change your character. It just takes you showing up. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Like I said, like I sucked a lot on these habit trackers, and the only reason I was able to get green nowadays, get a lot of green, is because I showed up every single day and lost over and over. I lost the battle over and over and over again. But with the mindset of how can I just win? How can I be a winner? How can I wake up and just win the day? How can I wake up and help as many people as possible? How can I wake up and hit new PRs in the gym? How can I wake up and truly see like what I'm capable of doing? That's it. And how you can change your mindset is by constantly just reassuring yourself, becoming a man of your word, saying, I'm going to do X and you do X. Saying, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. tomorrow and do a morning routine. I'm going to meditate and read a book. And you do it. That's it. That is what builds the wins. It's really not the habit trackers. It's you. It's a commitment to yourself and not breaking it. That's what the habit trackers are. It's a commitment to myself and me following through with the commitment I have set out for myself. And that's it. That's all it is. It's nothing too complicated. That's all it is just show up every single day for you to live a life that you don't need to drift away from. A lot of my videos are dedicated to people who are just drifting through life, especially the people who want more, especially for the people who are ambitious, who want to change, who truly just are sick of just drifting through this average, mediocre life, the mundane cycles of life. You can break free, right? You can break free, but not a lot of you will. Why? Because you have to pay a price. And I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it at all, right? You have to pay a price. You have to pay this energy, this resistance. You have to face something in order to grow. So I hope this video has helped. If you have any questions, if you have any questions about building habits, or if you want to sign up to the guild, the applications are open. It's a free community, but I'm only accepting a couple people like in periods of time, because I just don't want anyone to join, right? I want people who truly want to change and who truly need the help and support and the accountability to want to change their character and to truly see what they're capable of doing. And the last thing, I mean, when it comes to 2025, like really be ambitious. Do not be afraid to lose. Do not be afraid do not be afraid for people. Do not be afraid to be judged. Do not be afraid to be criticized. Do not be afraid for people not to understand. Do not be afraid to do things even when you don't feel like it, right? It's as simple as that. And it's a long journey, so you really have to be patient, take your time with this, and just show up. That's it. That's the whole idea. And I'm going to be taking on these challenges of 75 hard still and Gymshark 66. So if you want to see my progress, just follow me on Instagram. It's in the link in the bio. But with that, my friend, really find a vision. Grab a vision. Let's have a quest right now. A quest that I'm going to give you right now is to write down your goals for the year. Write down everything that you want to do for the year. And what I want you to do is take this goal and break it down to what you have to do every single day in order to achieve that. And then take those daily habits and put it on a habit tracker or put it in a system that you can show up to every single day and try to win. Stacking up those small wins. Reading, instead of trying to read for an hour a day, read for 1 minute. Read one page. Instead of going to the gym 6 times a week, go to the gym for 3 times. That's it. Just show up this day. Just show up for 3 times a day, and then you start adding and stacking up more brick by brick every single day. And that's the idea about changing your character. You can change your character. You have to believe it in your mind and just think about it. Think about the things that you want to do, things that you want to achieve, and keep these thoughts, these goal slides in your mind, and watch how everything changes around you. With that, my friend, continue your journey and keep moving forward.